would you consider this also as a setback for the modernization of the armed forces? Because he was a great proponent of this modernization, of the changes that he was bringing about.
Yes, this process of integration, which is so very crucial to our armed forces, was set in motion by him being appointed as the first chief of defense staff.
Right.
He and I, and with other chiefs, have worked very closely on this issue of integration because I was the chief of integrated defense staff before I retired. And that time, today, there was no CDS at that time, and today the CDS heads that integrated defense headquarter integrated defense staff. So when he was the army chief, we worked very closely. We had a share of differences too, but the fact is that it was close to his heart. A mandate was given to him by the leadership after appointing him as the first CDS to what you rightly said, to get the process of integration going, to integrate processes and organizations, to integrate the capability building of the three armed forces, to raise a Department of Military Affairs that integrates the military machinery, military, that is the Army, Navy, Air Force, along with the Ministry of Defense, and to provide a single point military advice to the leadership, be it the Raksha Mantri or the Pradhan Mantri. So he wore many hats as the CDS. The process of integration, that exactly was your precisely was your question. The process of integration is well on its way. It's a very challenging task. There is a lot of friction, but we are very close to having two of the integrated theater commands set up and more to follow. The integrated capability development has already gone, has actually taken a giant leap forward. But I don't agree with you when you say that I would say I agree with you that it would be a setback because he had a year plus to go, and in this year he would have actually fructified the not only his vision. This is something that the whole nation wanted to see, armed forces wanted to see. So that would on one side. But I would also like to assure you, and through you, the viewers, the whole country, that Indian armed forces are a very professional force
Absolutely.
and we are very resilient. We have our processes in place. There will be another leader and who will carry the process forward. The show doesn't stop here. We will show our resilience and our professionalism as it has happened several times in the past. It always appears to be a setback when it is so traumatic, when it is
Absolutely.
not expected. If he had finished his 1 year, there would have been a succession plan in place, a proper
Right.
process would have taken place. Now everything has to be done post haste.
And post haste, and soon too. In fact, when you're talking about succession, we are of course the name of General Naravane is doing the round. Do you believe that the next CDS is likely to be from the army, or could the Air Force and Navy higher echelons also be under consideration?
Look, the post of CDS can be held by any by a senior officer, the senior most or senior officer of any of the three services. But to say that whether he will be from the army or not is not for me to comment on, because he was the first. Since he was the first CDS, I don't know, what I'm saying is a conjuncture. I don't think we have a proper replacement policy plan or whatever you wish to call it, because there
Hmm.
was still a year to go and the leadership would have made up their mind. So
Right.
anything can happen. All the three services, senior officers, all three services are eligible. Yes, I don't know. I'm not privy to these rumors. But the only thing is that since the Navy and the Air Force chief have been sort of recently appointed, as we know, in the last month or last couple of months, respectively, General Naravne today is the senior most amongst the three. So that may give rise to such rumors, but uh, it's a leadership call. I cannot comment on the fact that who will, or I cannot comment on the
Absolutely.
rumor that you just mentioned.